carry the, everyone that carries the shotgun now, you want to get all that stuff for... They have, all cars have those now, do they?
Yes, sir, we have. Every car has the right, John.
And then they carry, all cars carry that helmet, do they?
Yes, they do, John.
That is, for what purpose you use that for?
In case we get into an area where there would be flying debris or for our own protection.
In other words, in the case of anywhere you might be, where it might be any violence or anything, you put that on your head to save your head.
Yes, sir.
We hope we never use any of this equipment, but we do prepared. Most of our fellows are Boy Scouts, as young men. They have that model, be prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, I submit to you, so far as we who have sponsored this meeting tonight are concerned, that the key is spelled out in 4 letters. The initial of each word. S-A-S-O. Say so. S, standing for study, or inform yourself. We will be more than happy to keep in contact with those of you who are interested and keep the information coming into you. A, say so, S-A-S-O, A. Armed, ladies and gentlemen. Armed.
Don't rush, take your time.
I think the people should be prepared. I think every person today under our Constitution has the right to bear arms for his own protection, and he should be prepared. He should have a gun. He should know how to shoot. He should be able to shoot straight and shoot to kill if it's necessary.
And I mean, there were Jews who were in the top echelons in the government, and there were Jews who were rich, and Jews who were living good. But Hitler said, when I start putting people in the gas chamber, I'm going to put all Jews in. And I am not concerned about anybody but Jews. So it didn't matter whether you had money or whether you were poor. They put everything that was Jewish in. And I think we've got to recognize that this is a racist society. It's racist to the core. And white people oppress black people. They oppress all black people. The white man is willing to take up arms before he recognizes us as being human beings, and just as intelligent as he is, just as capable as he is of doing anything. He just won't accept this. And I think that the man is willing to take up arms and just to go all out, and get this thing on and get it over with before he recognizes us as being of the human race.
The suburban areas around all the major cities in America are well armed against black people. I mean, they aren't playing. The John Birch Society, the Minutemen, they go out on the rifle ranges every weekend, and they practice shooting, and they practice to shoot black people. And when they come into a community, they're not going to ask you, are you militant? Are you nice? Have you been good? They're going to say, are you black? And they're going to see that you're black, and they're going to shoot you. And I mean, it's just that simple.
Black brothers and sisters, we're going to have some unity here. We're going to have some unity behind Brother Huey P. Newton, because Huey was trying to unify us to solve all of our problems. Huey was for us. The man has got Huey chained up. Watch where I point my finger. Did you see the building over there? Right in back, he's chained up in jail. Right across the street. When we announce Huey's court date appearances, you be there for an hour or hour and a half and show us standing support that we should have Huey P. Newton set free. Be there, brothers and sisters, and tell your friends and explain to black people what Huey P. Newton was doing with the Black Panther Party Self-Defense, what kind of organization it was. Let people know that it is necessary that we must unify on all levels. In all the areas of oppression, we must deal with them. That right here in the confines of racist America, racism must be stopped.
See, Lyndon Johnson, he can always raise an argument about law and order because he never talks about justice. But black people fall for that same argument, and they go around talking about lawbreakers.
We did not make the laws in this country. We are neither morally nor legally confined to those laws. Those laws that keep them up keep us down. You got to begin to understand that. For 400 years, she taught you white nationalism and you lapped it up. You taught it to your children. You had your children thinking that everything black was bad. Black cows don't give good milk. Black hens don't lay eggs. Black for funerals, white for weddings. That's white nationalism. Santa Claus. A white honky who slides down a black chimney and comes out white. We tend to equate progress with concessions. We can no longer make that mistake. You see, when they gave us that nigger astronaut, you said we were making progress, but I told you they were going to lose him in space. He didn't get that far. You put Adam Clayton Powell in office and you couldn't keep him. What you think they're going to do with Thurgood Marshall when they get tired of him? They gave you Walter Washington of Washington, D.C., and you said we were making progress. That's not progress. See, it's no in-between. You're either free or you're a slave. There's no such thing as second-class citizenship. That's like telling me you can be a little bit pregnant. Politics in this country that's relevant to black people today is the politics of revolution. None other. The only thing that's going to free Huey is gunpowder, black powder. When black people become serious about the revolutionary struggle that they are caught up in, whether they recognize it or not, when they begin to go down and knock off people who are oppressing them, and began to render these people impotent, that's when the revolutionary struggle unfolds. Not until we are fighting enemies of the people. They tell you your problem is unemployment. Well, I got a program that can employ every black person in this country overnight.
We're here to celebrate Brother Huey P. Newton's birthday. We're not here to celebrate it as Huey Newton the individual, but as Huey Newton, part and parcel of black people wherever we are on the world today. And so in talking about Brother Huey Newton tonight, we have to talk about the struggle of black people, not only in the United States, but in the world today, and how he becomes part and parcel of that struggle, how we move on so that our people will survive America. Now, why is it necessary for us to talk about the survival of our people? Many of us feel, many of our generation feel, that they're getting ready to commit genocide against us. Now, many people say that's a horrible thing to say about anybody. But if it is a horrible thing to say, then we should do as Brother Malcolm says, we should examine history. The birth of this nation was conceived in the genocide of the red man. Genocide of the red man. Of the red man. In order for this country to come about, the hunky had to completely exterminate the red man, and he did it. And he did it. He did it. And he did it where he does not even feel sorry, but he romanticizes it by putting it on television with cowboy and Indians. Cowboys and Indians. If you do not think he